Hi City Kids, we're journeying through the book of Exodus. Moses and his brother Aaron are talking to Pharaoh, the king of Egypt. They're asking him to let God's people go. That's in Exodus chapter 5, starting at verse 3. Then Aaron and Moses said, "The God of the Hebrews has talked with us. Now let us travel these 3 days into the desert. There we will offer sacrifices to the Lord our God. If we don't do this, he may kill us with a disease or in war." But the king said to them, "Moses and Aaron, why are you taking the people away from their work? Go back to your hard work. There are very many Hebrews, and now you want them to quit their hard work?" That same day, the king gave a command to the slave masters and foremen, and he said, "Don't give the people straw to make bricks as you used to do. Let them gather their own straw. But they must still make the same number of bricks as they did before. Do not accept fewer. They have become lazy. That is why they are asking me, 'Let us go to offer sacrifices to our God.' Make these people work harder. Keep them busy. Then they will not have time to listen to the lies of Moses."
Hello, CKTV, and welcome back. Moses looking sharp.
Hello, Jane. Yes,
Hello.
I have my eye protectors on today.
Yes.
Because the desert heat is getting at me. But
Indeed it is. I believe that. Now, Moses, last week you had another incredible story.
yes.
God spoke to you from a burning bush.
And not just that, Jane. God performed miracles, and he gave me signs to show the king of Egypt that God is powerful and mighty.
And did you show the signs to the king?
I did. Eventually.
Okay.
But that's a story for another day. Today, I'm going to tell you the story of when I met with the king, a story of rejection.
Sounds intense. Let's begin.
Joanna, did you hear about Moses' conversation with the king?
No. Moses spoke with the king?
He did. He asked the king to let us go into the desert, but the king said, "Who is the Lord? Why should I obey him and let Israel go?"
So it doesn't sound like that conversation went well. Wait, Benjamin, is that why the slave masters have been even harder on us?
Exactly. The king got angry with Moses' question, and now we're going to get stuck gathering our own straw and making our own bricks.
It's ridiculous. How do they expect us to make the same number of bricks when we have to gather our own straw?
It's all Moses' fault. If he hadn't have spoken to the king, this never would have happened.
After we spoke with the people, Aaron and I went to the king and we said, "This is what the Lord, the God of Israel says. Let my people go so that I may hold a feast in the desert."
Goodness, Moses. Sounds like they were pretty mad at you.
They certainly were, Jane, and they knew that the king hated them and wanted to make life really difficult. But I needed to bring God's message to the king.
That's very true. So you weren't mad at all?
No, not exactly, but I didn't really understand God's plan either. So I asked God, "Lord, why have you brought my people trouble?"
Right.
I wanted to know what God was doing. And I did as he asked, but rather than setting us free, my questions just made the king angry. And I felt like God wasn't doing anything to save his people.
See, so the king rejected you, and I suppose you felt a little rejected by God too.
I did, but I was learning an important lesson, Jane. You see, God works in bigger ways than we can understand. And sometimes, just sometimes, we don't always see how his plans are working. We can see that throughout the Bible, even the story of Jesus, he was rejected even by God's people. And they didn't understand exactly how God was going to get all things done through Jesus.
You're right. So Jesus was rejected by many, but he still laid down his life for ours, saving us from sin
That's
and
right.
death. Even when we don't understand all the pieces of that big story, and even when we don't understand how God's going to fix things, we can trust that he will. City Kids, I hope you're enjoying the story that Moses is telling us. I sure am. We've seen a story of family and of suffering, and of Savior and revelation, and now rejection. But City Kids, it's all pointing us towards the greatest story ever told. And we can't wait to keep sharing that with you. But until next week,
Can I say this with you, Jane?
please
Keep trusting Jesus.
Hey CKTV, Kerry here, the City Kids Coordinator from Melbourne East. I'm going to bring you our new memory verse, and it's going to be from Exodus 2:25. Now it's going to start like this. We're going to say, God saw the troubles of the people of Israel, and he was concerned about them. So it's quite short. We'll try that again. God saw the troubles, so we're crossing over like this, troubles of the people of Israel. So we're using our pinky, Israel. And he was concerned about them. We'll try that once more. God saw the troubles of the people of Israel, and he was concerned about them. Exodus 2:25. Have fun learning that. See you later.
Who's able to forgive? Only Jesus. Who is our righteousness? Only Jesus. Who opens up our eyes? Only Jesus.
Who reaches down for us? Only Jesus. Who shows the Father's love? Only Jesus. Who brings the dark to light? Only Jesus.
There's no one like you. You stand alone. No greater love was ever shown. You are our rescue. Only Jesus. High and exalted upon your throne. No greater name was ever known. You are our refuge. Only Jesus. Who saves us from our sin? Only Jesus. Who's coming back again? Only Jesus. Who holds the keys to life? Only Jesus. There's no